If I'm the best in the world like I think I am in contemporary marketing of the moment at all times, why don't I build a battleship? Actually, because I'm a Star Wars fan, why don't I build a Death Star? And I called it a Death Star because I thought I could build it, and just like the Death Star in the first Star Wars we saw, episode 4, there's one little place, and by the way, I'm the exhaust pipe.
More than it was your investment.
Correct.
So would you define, because I think a lot of people think about you as an investor, would you define yourself as an investor or as an entrepreneur?
I think I'm a better entrepreneur than I'm an investor. I do actually believe the following. I believe as long as I stay healthy and don't pass away too young, that somewhere between the ages of 50 and 70, I will make a Peter Thiel-like investment in Facebook. I think it's all building. I'm getting stronger. I have access at a level. The next thing's gonna come along. It's gonna be pattern recognition again, and I'm gonna fucking strike. I'm gonna strike earlier and harder.
With way more capital and knowledge.
With way more capital and knowledge. And I genuinely do believe that there's a significant chance that I'm gonna write a $4 million check into something that is gonna be a Peloton, an Uber, a Facebook. I would be stunned. Like if I'm 98 and it's kind of wrapping up, that's the way it crumbled. There is absolutely, especially if I know if it's not gonna be a sudden death, I have a funny feeling if they're like, you got 4 months, I'm definitely convinced that a lot of time in my own mind would be, how the fuck did that not happen? like I'm so sure it's gonna happen over the next 50 years, so I would say that I'm both.
Yeah.
But I very much more associate with being an entrepreneur than I do an investor, and I proved that because in 2009, on the back of some of these good decisions, I had a real opportunity to start a very large fund. And when you're offered $100 million in capital and you're making $2 million a year, and I was making $100,000 a year at this point.
Yeah, on a 2 and 20, that's
to get $2 million a year to take meetings, and you're hot. You just made these good decisions and get 20% of the economics. For me to spit at that and start a client service business, because I was self-aware enough at that 34 years old to say, I'm not a fund guy.
Right.
I'm an operator, and what I'm best at this is me talking to myself, so let's take it for what it is. And if I'm the best in the world like I think I am in contemporary marketing of the moment at all times, why don't I build a battleship? Actually, because I'm a Star Wars fan, why don't I build a Death Star? And I called it a Death Star because I thought I could build it, and just like the Death Star in the first Star Wars we saw, episode 4, there's one little place, and by the way, I'm the exhaust pipe.
Yeah.
If I die, it all crumbles.
Now, in the sequels, they built it with that stupid same thing again. I'm assuming that you've at least put some sort of cover over it.
Nope,
Put a grate
absolutely
over your
not.
head.
If I go tomorrow, it's over.
You think
It's over.
Is that intentional?
No, it's just a truth. There's no other way.
There's no other way to do it.
There's no other way. Do you know how bad of a job Tim Cook has been doing in navigating Apple over the last 7 years? Most people don't, because he's still going on the exhaust of what Steve did.
Yeah.
They haven't innovated dick.
No, not him.
So, I don't disagree with you at all. So
I will be historic. By the way, he's an incredible guy. I think what he's trying to do for the world is incredible, but that company, no way.